Hello world, hola mundo. And there's only one reason, is because we changed. We change as a human being, change our behavior, day by day behavior change totally. You see this? I'm talking by myself. For example, I love read. I love books in general. I started to read when I was a child, basically, and I never stopped to read. And it's a very passion for me. I love to do that. But it's something far from the fact to read. I love even the smell of the books. I know it sounds weird, but that is true. I love the product as well. I love to touch it. I love the idea to have in my hand, to collect, to have a library. You know, all the aspect. I love all the entire things, but I have to recognize that we changed. I don't know if it's good or it's bad, but even I'm talking by myself now. My behavior changed. For example, it's the way I consume the information, is the way I study now. Pretty different from before. Now I have few years living in London, and I don't know, because the city, the way we live, that pushed quite a lot to change my behavior. But I think I'm not the only one. It's society that changed because of the social media, because all the technology. There was a democratization of the way we use and we consume the information. We can decide what to watch. Before it was to consume the information, you have to wait. For example, let's talk about newspaper. You have to wait the day after to go to buy the newspaper. You have the apps now, and you can consult the app, and you have 24/7 information about whatever you want. Have you ever seen the film Matrix? I hope you did it. I like to do a comparison about our new behavior and this film, because it's very, very similar. For example, the way we consume, the way I learn now is something like before. I living in London, travel through the city. Most of the time I was trying with my classic book. I was trying, to read, and after a few minutes, I couldn't be focused or concentrate trying to read, because the movement of the train, whatever. And after I have a massive headache, because I was trying to, with all the things there, trying to read the small letter was really, really complicated. What happened? I start to use these things. So what I do, basically, I did a pivot between the book and the audiobook. And now the information, I get it through the audiobook or videos on YouTube in general, or any other platform. Basically what I do, if I'm interested in something, I need to learn something, I put my app. Suppose I have to travel 50 minutes, 1 hour through London, going east to west. It was gonna, most of the time, take like 50 minutes. I use that time to learn that moment, because I need that information, because tomorrow I have to do something with that information. I do a selection of the videos where I can get that information, and just use this. And in that travel, suppose I have to go 50 minutes and come back and do another 50 minutes. I study 2 hours with this, and I continue to move, be present where I'm doing, but at the same time I'm getting the information. This information is going directly to my subconscious, and that's it. Very simple. So it's something like that. Matrix, there's a character on Matrix, and this character, she needs to learn how to pilot a helicopter in 30 seconds. Through the technology, she gets all the information immediately.
Can you fly that thing?
Not yet.
Operator.
Tank, I need a pilot program for a B-212 helicopter. Hurry. Let's go.
is the same now. Well, at the same time, we're doing different things in our normal life. With this or just having the audio there, you can have that information and you continue to do other things. With the podcast is the same. Now there's a lot of people that they are doing video like I'm doing now, and at the same time they post that podcast in another platform specialized to podcast. So from the same video, they can monetize even the audio of that video. And they use the same video for two different platforms, video and audio. And that's amazing. That's explaining quite a lot how we changed. We need to try to be flexible and to accept this new situation because it's part of life. It's part of our evolution. Maybe it's not that romantic like to read the books. I will always love books, but it's not an efficient way to consume the information, to learn. You can learn faster, and this information for cognitive reason, because the way our brain works is very different. We can get more information because we have the audio. Sometimes we are even reading through the video because it has titles and things like that, and after you have the image. After that, the important thing is to apply what you're seeing, you're watching, and that moment is when you learn. 80% of our learning process is doing things. But if you are watching how to do something, and the day after or a few hours after you try to do the thing with your hands or whatever, with the computer, whatever it is, that moment you learn. And the process is very fast. This is a quantic jump there. That's why the way I try to study, the way I study now, is through videos, through different mediums as well. So I have audio, I have video. Of course, it's better if you don't do this simultaneously because it's gonna be really crazy. But it's part of the process, and we need to be open to this new adventure.